Welcome back to Auto Show, the place where motorcycles and machines come alive through stories, reviews, and in-depth breakdowns. Today, we set our sights on a motorcycle that has carried generations of riders across deserts, mountains, and highways with unshakable dependability, the Kawasaki KLR 650. Now, as it steps into 2026, this motorcycle is more than just another release, it's a reaffirmation of what adventure riding truly means. The legacy of a legend. The KLR 650's story began in 1987, when Kawasaki introduced a simple, rugged, and affordable dual-sport machine. Its mission was clear: create a bike that could take you to work on Monday, cross a continent by Friday, and handle rocky trails on the weekend. Over the decades, the KLR earned a reputation as a go-anywhere companion, with military forces, long-distance explorers, and budget-minded adventurers all swearing by its durability. The second generation, launched in 2008, refined the formula with better wind protection, brakes, and suspension. Then, after a short production pause, Kawasaki surprised the world by reviving the KLR in 2022 with its third generation, adding modern updates such as fuel injection, optional ABS, and an LCD digital dash. Now, in 2026, Kawasaki isn't reinventing the wheel, but it is carefully reshaping it for today's riders. Engine and performance. At the heart of the 2026 KLR 650 lies its familiar 652 cubic centimeters, liquid-cooled, single-cylinder, DOHC engine. While the architecture remains unchanged, Kawasaki engineers are expected to have fine-tuned the fuel mapping for smoother throttle response and improved low-to-mid-range torque. For adventure riders, this matters more than headline horsepower. It's not about blistering speed, it's about delivering steady, predictable power when navigating remote trails or overtaking on highways with a fully loaded bike. The 5-speed transmission remains simple and proven, offering long-legged gearing for highway cruising while still short enough to tackle challenging off-road conditions. Reports hint that the 2026 model may also benefit from reduced vibration and upgraded engine mounts, making those long stretches in the saddle less fatiguing. Suspension and handling. The KLR has always walked the fine line between road comfort and off-road toughness, and the 2026 model is no exception. The long-travel telescopic front fork and unitrack rear suspension continue to deliver flexibility across terrains. However, riders can expect Kawasaki to tweak damping and spring rates to provide a slightly more compliant ride on the road while retaining resilience for rocky trails. Ground clearance and will travel remain generous, making the KLR a machine that can handle deep ruts, loose gravel, and water crossings with confidence. For urban riders, its upright seating and wide handlebars ensure commanding visibility and control, whether weaving through city streets or navigating backcountry roads. Design and ergonomics. Kawasaki has preserved the rugged silhouette that defines the KLR. The 2026 model retains its tall stance, protective front fairing, and integrated luggage mounting points. However, expect subtle refinements: a reshaped seat for better long-distance comfort, an upgraded windscreen with more adjustability, and possibly new bodywork with sharper lines that nod to modern styling trends while keeping the KLR's practical essence intact. The ergonomics have always been about one thing: rider endurance. Whether you're 6 feet 2 inches or 5 feet 7 inches, the bike's upright triangle, seat, pegs, and bars, delivers a natural riding posture. For 2026, Kawasaki may also enhance hand controls and offer factory-fitted accessories like heated grips and auxiliary outlets, perfect for powering GPS units or charging devices on the go. Technology and features. While the KLR has never been about cutting-edge technology, Kawasaki understands the importance of modern convenience. The 2026 model builds upon the features introduced in 2022, a multifunction LCD display, optional dual-channel ABS, and a higher output alternator capable of running auxiliary gear like heated clothing or adventure lights. There's speculation that the new model may incorporate Bluetooth connectivity or a more advanced rider information system, though Kawasaki is careful not to overload the KLR with unnecessary tech. This is, after all, a bike that thrives on simplicity and ease of maintenance, traits vital when traveling far from home. Adventure-ready capability. The KLR's reputation was forged on reliability. Owners have ridden them across continents with minimal tools and spare parts. For 2026, Kawasaki doubles down on that adventure-ready ethos. The frame is designed to carry luggage, fuel, and a rider without compromise. Sturdy rear racks, engine guards, and optional pannier systems make it possible to load up for weeks of travel. The fuel tank remains one of the KLR's greatest assets, offering over 6 gallons of capacity, translating to more than 300 miles of range on a single fill-up, depending on conditions. For explorers tackling remote routes, that kind of autonomy is priceless. Comparison to rivals. In today's market, the KLR 650 competes with bikes like the Suzuki DR 650, Honda XR 650L, and Yamaha Tenere 700. Yet it occupies a unique middle ground. The DR and XR are lighter but lack the KLR's wind protection and long-range comfort. The Tenere 700, meanwhile, is more powerful and modern but comes at a significantly higher price point. The KLR continues to win hearts because it delivers what many riders truly need, a reliable, affordable machine that's just as capable on the highway as it is on dirt trails. The 2026 model strengthens this reputation by refining details rather than reinventing them. Who is it for? The beauty of the KLR 650 is its broad appeal. For new riders, it's approachable and forgiving. For seasoned travelers, it's a trustworthy workhorse. Commuters appreciate its upright comfort and luggage capacity, while adventure riders see it as a dependable companion for long expeditions. It's not a bike that screams performance or luxury, but rather one that whispers reliability and persistence. It's for riders who measure adventure not in horsepower but in miles traveled, landscapes crossed, and memories made along the way. Why the 2026 model matters. In an era where motorcycles grow increasingly complex, with electronic rider aids, ride-by-wire throttles, and layered computer systems, the 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650 remains refreshingly honest. It's proof that sometimes evolution is better than revolution. Riders don't need cutting-edge gadgets, they need trust, simplicity, and confidence that their bike won't let them down in the middle of nowhere. By refining the formula with subtle but meaningful upgrades, Kawasaki ensures that the KLR remains relevant for modern adventure riders while staying true to its roots. Closing thoughts. The 2026 Kawasaki KLR 650 stands as a continuation of a legacy, rugged, reliable, and ready to tackle the unknown. It doesn't try to outshine premium adventure bikes with fancy tech or overpower competitors with sheer performance. Instead, it sticks to what it does best, providing a capable, trustworthy platform for adventure at an affordable price. For those who value freedom, endurance, and simplicity, the KLR remains the king of practical adventure motorcycles. Stay tuned to Auto Show as we cover its official release, detailed specifications, and real-world performance once it hits the road. And as always, let us know in the comments, where would you take the 2026 KLR 650 if given the keys tomorrow?